So now, let's go ahead and move on. We're going to do a little bit of review. Take a minute, pause this. I want you guys to solve these for y, then state the slope and the y-intercept. Ready, set, go. Okay, I'm assuming you did that. All right, plus 6x. And we want this in y equals mx plus b form. That's really what we want. So plus 6x, 3y equals 6x plus 12. When we divide everything by 3, and we divide everything by 3, y equals 2x plus 4. My slope equals 2, and my y-intercept equals 4. Let's try it here. Minus 5x minus 5x equals negative 5x plus 6. Divide by 2, and we divide everything by 2 again. Y equals negative 5 halves x plus 3. Just leave it improper because my slope is negative 5 halves, and my y-intercept is 3. Last but not least, let's just subtract 10 over. 5y equals negative 2x minus 10. Divide everything by 5. And we get that y equals negative 2/5 x minus 2, which means my m equals negative 2/5. That's my slope. And my y-intercept, which is b, is negative 2. Okay, write an equation that represents the data in the table below. Complete each table. Well, one thing we always want to look at is if we can find the y-intercept. The y-intercept, remember, the y-intercept is where x is 0 and whatever that y value is. So notice if x is 0, that's my y-intercept, that's my b value. Y-intercept, b value, y-intercept, that's my b value. Okay? And then I'm just looking for the rate of change. So I need to find the slope. And remember, my slope equals rise over run. It's that change in y over change in x. So I'm just going to subtract two y values and subtract two x values. So that's going to equal, I'm going to subtract these two, that's 7 minus 5, right? I went backwards. And I'm going to go to 1 minus 0, which equals 2 over 1, or 2. Now I've got my b and I've got my m. If y equals mx plus b, watch this. Plug in my m, 2x, and then my b is 5 plus 5. That is it. Let's test it out. Y equals 2 times 4 plus 5, which that's 8. 8 plus 5 equals 13. Check, it works. So let's fill in 30. So equals 2 times 30 plus 5, which is 60, plus 5 equals 65. Equals 2 times 200 plus 5, which is 405. Or I could go the opposite direction. Well, I'm going to run out of room here. Let's do it beside right here. I'm going to have 505 equals 2x plus 5, so subtract 5 from both sides. 500 equals 2x, divide both sides by 2, and 250 equals x. So, x is just 2x plus 5. Look at that. Let's try the next one. We already know that our b is 4. And let's find our slope. It's going to be, that's 2 minus 4 is negative 2. 1 minus 0 is 1, so negative 2 over 1 equals negative 2. So y equals negative 2x plus 4. Let's plug some in. Equals negative 2 times 30 plus 4. Negative 60 plus 4 is negative 56. Y equals negative 2 times 150 plus 4, which is going to be negative 300. or negative 296. 300 equals negative 2 times 300 plus 4, which is negative 600, or negative 596, which is just negative 2x plus 4. Boom. Take a minute, see if you can do this last one. Ready, set, go. Okay. I'm assuming you paused this, gave it a shot, hopefully did it. Equals 1. Let's look. That's just going to be 4 minus 7 is negative 3. Negative 1 minus negative 2, that's going to be 1. It's a growth of 1. It's a shrink of 3. So my m equals negative 3 over 1, which equals negative 3. So what does y equal? Y equals negative 3x plus 1. And let's plug some values in here. And I always I didn't do it over here, but I should probably confirm it. Y equals negative 3, we'll plug in 2 times 2 plus 1, which is negative 6 plus 1, or negative 5. Boom, check, it works. So equals negative 3 times 3 plus 1, which is negative 9 plus 1, or negative 8. Look at that. Equals negative 3 times 100 plus 1, which is negative 300 plus 1, or negative 299. Ooh, one of the challenging ones. We'll say 70 equals negative 3x plus 1. Let's subtract 1 from both sides. 69 equals negative 3x divided by negative 3. And with the x equals what, 23? Negative 23. Negative 23. So x indeed equals negative 3x plus 1. Boom. Awesome. All right, well, those are some good math problems. With that said, peace out.